My name is Eliud Escobar. I started yesterday, June 17th, 2024. It
Do you remember the first time you talked to George, or how did you guys get started together?
was probably back in October. I was trying to get the Polk County Career Source
Yeah,
to accept the scholarship. And
yeah.
for some reason, I was having some trouble with that. Out of the blue, I got a call from George saying that they have an open scholarship available. And
Call your coach. That's why we say that, right? How'd you know to call
I
him?
knew he was having a hard time from before, and he was the first person that popped up in my mind
There you
to
go.
give him the opportunity because I knew he was hungry and he wanted to go and achieve it.
Yep. You reached out first, but because you had a conversation, he remembered who you are when it came back around again and there was an opportunity.
when he reached out for the scholarship, it wasn't too long ago. So and by that time, I already completed getting my permit. I think the only thing I needed left was the drug screen.
So he already had all the documents. He had the
Okay.
permit, he had his DOT physical, he had his complete motor vehicle report,
Okay.
and his driver's license, and he just needed to do the drug screen. And that's why I preach to people all the time. It's better to be prepared and not have the opportunity than have the opportunity and not be prepared.
You called me Thursday, was it?
Yep, Thursday.
And you were in on Monday. Before you reached out, before you talked to George, what made you want to get into trucking?
My dad's a truck driver, and he's been telling me since I was around 14 or 15. As time passed by, I realized how actually um convenient that it is because it's a school for 1 month. I could get a career that I could get a job anywhere in the country and have a good paying job.
Did you have Howard? Are you in Howard's class right now?
Yes, sir.
All right, shout out
He's
Howard. What's
great.
that been like?
Yeah, he's
Tell,
great.
tell me about Howard.
Howard has been great. He's been teaching a lot. He puts things into perspective as like he knows what he's talking about. Like he has great pride in FleetForce, and it's deserved. Like from what I've seen, it's been great so far. He talks about his experiences as a truck driver. He talks about all the safety things and ways that you know how serious it is and how he just explains things in a way that anyone could understand. It's great, and he's a great person that really likes helping people.
We talked a little bit about how George took you from a phone call to an opportunity and then passes
Yes,
you
sir.
off to Howard, who now going to take you through the classroom the full way through, right? And he's got that energy and that drive you and experience you mentioned. And then you're going to go out and hit the track with Lamar and his team, and you're going to get that same one-on-one, someone in your corner the whole way, right?
If I ever needed help, I could just ask Howard, and he immediately just gets on it. He explains it to me, and it's not just me; it's everyone in the class I'm in. Anyone could raise their hand and ask, and he'll explain it with no hesitation, no problem. Well, Howard has given us I guess, a peek at the pre-trip inspection, and mostly that's what I want to focus on right now because I feel like that's gonna be the hardest part besides the driving.
Tell me about how getting a CDL is going to impact your life.
It'll help me financially a lot right now. I went to school before this, and I'm still paying that off. Plus, my car broke down in January, so I had to get a new car, and I'm still under 25, so the insurance for the car is also very expensive. Plus my rent and a few more things. It's hard right now, but with the CDL, it should give me a job that I could pay everything off comfortably.
How do you do this?
At first, when he first called me, I was a little bit hesitant. I said yes because I know it's a great opportunity. But at beginning, at the same time, I was like, I really need the money to because I still have a few bills left by the end of this month. But I have luckily I have a very great family, and then I could use the time after school to do like Uber, DoorDash delivery services and make some extra money on the side.
So you're not going to have any issues with getting employment. We have partnered with over 40 different trucking companies throughout the state of Florida. We have a
That's all.
dedicated job placement department that actually help you with employment, give you leads. I would advise you to just go to our website, go on our job placement board, and actually start applying with some of those companies that's actively hiring. I actually just received a pre-hire letter from Schneider from a young lady who's supposed to be starting in our Bradenton location. She doesn't start until next Monday, but they already sent her a pre-hire letter saying that she's hired and she's looking at $100,000 starting off.
What does FleetForce Strong mean to you?
I'd say it's a pride in this company, in this environment, and it's one that I think is well deserved. Everything from what I've seen so far, everyone's amazing, everyone's nice. You guys have a great uh teaching program.
You just threw a lot of credit out to us, but by extension, it goes to you now. FleetForce Strong also pride you can carry with you about the level of professionalism you have, the training you received, and now who you get to go out and be in that industry. You can throw that up for me.
FleetForce Strong.